Okay, I am out here today in Laingsburg, Michigan at The Legend, which is at Sleepy Hollow State Park. One of the few disc golf courses in our state you can use your parks pass on for a state park. This is, I guess it's got some age to it. I don't know how long this course has been around, but longer than I've been playing, I'll say that. Deals with some elevation. There is always wind coming off the lake here. It's definitely a challenging course. It's used a lot for a couple of big local tournaments, so let's take a look. Okay, so this is hole 1. It's 338 feet. It's kind of deceiving though, because the basket is straight ahead, but you can't really get there that way. You can, but it's not an easy shot. Usually there is a hyzer out to the outside, which means you're gonna have to pump something a little bit further because you gotta get over this hill. You do have to deal with the wind coming off the water, and there's OB to the left because there's an old parking lot there, like a cement structure. So let's see how it plays. Okay, I'm gonna take a fission octane and lay it out to the right and let the disc kind of do the work. Wind is holding it. There is a lot of headwind here right now. It's pin high, just a hard putt. Okay, I'm about, I don't know, 45 feet out probably, and OB is right behind it, so bit of a death putt. Not much though. Well, give it a run. All right, this is hole 2, about 371 feet. As you can see, the basket is straight ahead. It is way downhill, and of course you have the beach right behind it, which means all that breeze coming off the water tends to affect your shot. So it makes your shot selection a little bit tougher here. Straight at it, hyzer, forehand, backhand, lefty, righty. You can take any line you want. Just kind of cater it to whatever the wind is doing. Okay, due to the fact that we really don't have much wind right here, I'm going to go straight at it with a crave today, with a fission crave. One thing I will say about this course, I love most of the things about it. The pads here are ultra short, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the green. That's pretty good. Okay, probably just outside the circle. It's too many people here. Okay, hole 3, 371 feet again, same as the last one. This one is a totally different animal though. You have a tunnel to shoot through. It goes down and turns to the right, so you kind of have to do a placement shot. This is kind of a golf hole. So get down to the bend as best you can. If you can get down there and turn that corner, great. If not, you just got to have a look for the up. Okay, I've got a neutron photon. Let's see if I can't forehand it up there and put it at the corner at least. Well, I turned it over, but that's playable. We can get that. Okay, and now you can see around the corner. So I'm just gonna jump putt with oblique. I'm probably about, I don't know, I would say 100 out maybe. Go in, go in. Ooh, heck yeah. Okay, hole 4, 208 feet or 210 feet. You can see the basket is down and just to the right. So this is accommodating for forehands or a turnover or the lefty. This is kind of one of the ace run holes out here. So if you can get it, more power to you. Okay, I'm gonna try and just forehand a resistor. See if we can't put this thing in. Go in. Ooh, that looked pretty good. Okay, just inside the circle. There, finally. Broke the par streak. Yikers. All right, this is hole 5. It's about 250. You might be able to see the basket straight up the middle. That's a really tough way to get there. There are a couple of options. You have the straight at it. There is a slight hyzer that'll get you to the top of the hill because this is slightly uphill. Or there is a forehand route or a lefty backhand route off to the left that actually will get you right up to the basket. So it's probably one of the toughest holes out here as far as like hitting a line, but really rewarding when you actually hit it. All right, so this is really a hard hole to film. So I'm gonna take this resistor, make my shot, and then try to get out of the way really, really quick so you can kind of see. But what I'm going for is the left side gap with a forehand. There is some growth here now that really hurts that line, but we'll see what we can do. Basically, you want to put it right over the stump that's left there. It's about a 2-foot high stump. Or there's that. All right, so an early release happened there. So I'm here, center fairway. I've got about 200 of those feet knocked off here. So I've got a little jump putt, hyzer putt around the outside here. See what we can do. Not an easy line to cut. Gave her a run. Wasn't terrible. All right, another drop in 3. Oh well. It's not a bogey, right? All right, hole 6. It's about 215, somewhere in there. You can see the basket is down this tunnel here. I'm standing on the pad. I know that might not read on the video, but you can see straight down here, it does turn a little bit to the right. So typically you want to have a nice little slow like turnover or a very touchy little forehand. Lefties kind of have an advantage on this hole, I would think, as long as they can hit their gap. Okay, I am going to try and backhand a theory here. Those branches that have grown in on the left are a little concerning, but let's see if we can't punch past them. And go in. Oh, baby. There we go. Yep, almost got her. Almost. Came in just a touch too low. There we go. Let's start that birdie train. All right, hole 7. It's about 185 feet. It is uphill, and you have a gap to hit on the left, and it has to fade to the right. So we're talking lefty backhand, righty forehand. There is some stuff, some kind of foliage off to the left and up high that you want to watch out for. But other than that, you just kind of punch something up there, let it finish into the hill, and take your putt. All right, I have glow resistor. I'm gonna try to get out of the way as soon as I throw here. These pads are a little wet, so I gotta be a little careful. Got it a little high, but can do something with that. Okay, so when you do throw this hole, getting over here deep is not good, or long and deep to the right is not good. So you want to try and stay clean. as clean as possible. I'm sure there's poison ivy in here somewhere. There we go. Birdie train keeps moving. Hole 8. It says 300 feet, but that is the most hard-fought 300 feet you're going to ever find. I think that's as the crow flies. So as you can see here in front of me, we have a hill and a low ceiling going up to that hill. So typically, well, then the basket itself is tucked up into the right, way back. So typically the play here is to, I try to forehand something up, at least get through the tunnel, get to the top of the hill, and then you can play it out from there. It's an upshot and a putt. And there are some folks that have the arm to go on a huge anhyzer flex to bring it down by the basket, but I'm not that guy. Okay, I'm gonna take a neutron photon and try to get up there in the hill. This is a punch. These branches are growing over on the right. They need to be trimmed back. It's not great right now. Okay, I don't hate that at all. I'm happy with that. All right, so I honestly finished in a really great spot. I'm about, I don't know, 70 feet, 80 feet away from the basket. Actually have a little jump putt at it. It's not super common on this hole. Out of breath from climbing the hill. Well, not enough juice. Oh, landed on an anthill. Drop in 3 again. All right, hole 9. I believe this hole is about almost 400 feet on the sign, but there's 2 pin positions on this, and the old position is out on a peninsula, and that spot has claimed more discs than any of us could count. You have to get down the tunnel here and be slowly turning to the right to set yourself up for the next shot out to the peninsula. So a backhand slow turnover, a very touchy forehand. This has grown in too much. They need to do something about this. This is really a really tight shot. So this one is it's a toughie. Good luck. Okay, I like to throw a theory on a backhand on this one and let it just kind of drift to the right slowly. So we'll see if I can make that happen. This window just keeps getting smaller. Well, I got it. I have a feeling that cut into the woods when it hit the ground, but we'll find out. All right, it did cut over. Not terrible, but I mean, here's the short pin, and that's what I'm playing to. I'll give you a look at the long pin in just a second, but I've just got an envy to kind of putt and give myself a good look at it. All right. Okay, now you can see the long pin way down there. Well, not way down there. It's like an extra 75, 80 feet. But on both sides of that, it drops down right into a pond. And that pond has a layer of funk on it that will hide your disc. So beware.